we talk about the mansion? How'd you get your first invite? Because Hef didn't allow you to bring a dude. There's no +1s for dudes.
Hef was the guy. He called the publicist and said they want me to come to a party, and he let me bring people, which is unheard of.
Unheard of. Other dudes.
My brother was in town visiting from Wisconsin, and the girl that I was seeing at the time, we got to go, and she was like, "You're not going." And I was like, "What? I'm taking my brother. He's in town. This would be great." Finally, she said, "Okay, I'll go." So I was like,
"So you brought a big old bag of sand."
I brought a
and a couple of an attractive sand.
Attractive sand. My brother, and he was in awe.
Yeah, you brought.
John, don't embarrass. You're gonna see all these people. He goes, "Oh, I won't." So I tell this story too.
No phone, no camera phones.
Right, we're at the bar.
No phones.
At the the bar that's outside.
Mm-hmm.
It was I think.
Put the tent. There's a bar by the garage, by the pool. There's another bar by the corner, by the bathrooms. Yeah.
And I wasn't aware. It was my first time. So
what year?
This is the 90s, 95.
My first was 98.
We go to the bar.
I definitely saw you there.
We talked. I think I said I was a huge fan.
Thank you.
My brother goes up. He goes, "Kato, the guy, as close as you are." He goes, "Hey, Kato, this guy, he looks like that Doogie Howser." And it was. I go, "John." And then, what's Doogie? I forget Doogie's real name.
Fuck. Do you see our brains?
Oh, my God.
Doogie Howser, what's his name? You know his name.
Gone Girl.
I don't know, but we know
Patrick.
his name. Patrick, yes. Patrick. Wow. Do we have to look it up? They'll know it in the chat. It's not the chat.
So he goes, I go, "It is." And he was talking to me, Doogie, and we're getting along.
Patrick, Patrick. I was in fucking the movie with him, too.
Yeah. You got to look it up.
You're with Doogie. Your brother goes Doogie. Doogie Howser. Doogie.
You look it up.
Doogie. Wait, Doogie Howser, MD, is, oh God, wait a minute. What? Oh my God, Doogie Howser, MD. Are you ready?
Give me a hint. We'll play the game here. Initials. Patrick's right, correct?
Patrick's one of the names. That's crazy. I both forgot.
John Patrick. Dave, am I right?
I blame COVID and 5G. Patrick's one. I'll give you this.
First initial of the first name.
It's so sad. I have it now, and I'm probably 10 years. No. And I have it you, and I'm 10 years younger than you.
And
I might be 15 years young. I don't know how old you are, but I have it too. It starts with an N.
Neil Patrick Harris.
I know! It's fucked up!
I can't believe it.
It's fucking 5G,
so my brother,
dude.
You're seeing a guy from Wisconsin saying, "Hey, that looks like a Doogie Howser." He talks at Milwaukee.
Was he straight then?
I have no idea.
But
I just was talking. It was my first time.
It wasn't a gay bar over there.
No, I know.
But that's what I tell people. The mansion was open. Everybody went.
Wow.
So you go there.
Yeah, that was my first time coming in there. Immediately, Hef was so nice, and then from that moment on, I met all the employees. He loved that I knew every waiter's name, every staff within a day, and the staff to this day still contacts me and says in events that would come up, I knew everybody's name. I would always greet them with the same name, except for Neil Patrick Harris, and from that moment on, I was invited to every party.
Yeah, I would see you there all the time,
and I had a drive on for a few years.
I think I had one too at one point. That's such a gold pass, dude. The drive on for everybody is you would meet at UCLA and you would here's what you would do. So you go to the Playboy Mansion, you have to get in. They're not gonna here's how deep you are so people understand this. You go to UCLA, there's a parking lot.
Yeah.
There's shuttles, Hef's got running 5 shuttles. You can't bring anybody, which sucks.
Yeah.
But you call your boy or you call like a young actor that you kind of know and then say, "I'm going to be there. I'll meet you by that bar when I get in and let's scope." And I'm sorry, that's what we did. We scoped.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. So you go there. The good news is you get on the bus and it is the hottest chicks from Madison. It's the hottest chicks from Seattle. It's small town Sally's and it's only like the percentage is 80-20, 20% guys. So you end up talking, and then you get fucking carted off, and then you go in the Wonderland. The drive-on allowed you to go straight up and you valet your car in the front, which is so fucking rare. And then you could literally just pull from the party and be like, what's up? And then either go to the after party or whatever. But through the shuttle, I will say, you meet somebody, you start talking there. If it goes good, you're hanging out with them at the party. If not, you go back in the shuttle. People are little libations. And then you go, oh, you want to go to Mel's.
Right.
And then you go to Mel's on Sunset.
Or Jerry's.
Which was there. God will rest its soul. And then from there, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, so the shuttle had its perks in a way.
We definitely were on the shuttle together a few times.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely.
So it's crazy. But so you had it, and Bill was always there. I think Bill admits that. I mean, shouldn't he?
Yeah, it was, people say, "Oh, that was all filthy slime." It's you make the party what it is.
This is what I want you to talk about.
You're invited to certain things, but I know who I am. I was like, no, I'm not interested in doing that. I'm laughing my ass off, usually with Bill, just joking the entire night and with story. I met so many great friends, and it wasn't, if someone wanted to have sex, they're in a wherever. I'm there with the laughter, meeting people, and having the best time of my life. I mean, honestly, I'd laugh for 7 hours straight.
Yeah. Here's what it is. Like I try to tell people, like, you'd walk in, and it's like an Arabian setup for Midsummers and all those pillows. And you wore your pajamas, whatever you want, and the girls wore whatever they want. But honestly, people weren't walking around naked. No. And it was a much more
painted naked. Some of
them
are painted naked.
Yeah, but it was a much more favorable ratio of women to men. And if you were under the age of 80 and had some game, you were doing all right because there was a lot of old heads there. Yeah. And so, I mean, but I went into the pool and you start playing like, with the beach ball, and I took to this day. I never saw anything weird there.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was such a vibe. And then at 2:00, instead of closing, they bring out the new buffet, like with like a carving of like prime rib. It was the best.
It was exactly like that. It was.
And you leave sometimes at 4.
There could have been crazy stuff going on. It's a huge property.
Yes,
they were off to another part of the area. The house.
In terms of like sex and stuff, I'm not going to say stuff, but you could go behind the monkey cages or there's the grotto. But like I only saw like some stuff like once, and it wasn't crazy.
Your YouTube thing of getting the hand job for the monkey is incredible. That's the mansion party.
Dude, that's supposed to be unlisted. It's supposed to be unlisted. You saw that?
So, yeah.
But I just feel that, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of rumors, and, I hope they're not true. But obviously there's probably some stuff. But I don't like it when...
Well, they did a series.
Well, I don't like it when people... shit on Hef, but still use his name to make money.
Yeah, I think it was
That's my
AMC,
truth.
The Secrets of the Man, or whatever. They had people that kind of after.
Well, now they're saying there's tunnels, which I never knew or heard of.
Yeah,
if that's true. I don't know if it is.
It's torn down, isn't it?
Well, Dino, who's the heir to the Twinkie fucking fortune, which is totally what an LA story. So
what is that?
Dino
is who?
Metropolis. His family is so smart. He's smart, and he owns a bunch of different assets, and one of them is Twinkies. Now, you don't think of a Twinkie as being sexy. Well, it makes a lot of fucking money. So
there's cream filling.
Yeah, exactly. So he bought it for $100 million, which now is looking like a bargain. At the time, it was crazy. He's leveling it.
It's leveled now, right?
Yeah, but it's like there's different phases of it, and he says he's going to restore it to its glory of party, which is incredible because you would go to a club. Do you remember Zini? You ever go to Zini? Yeah. Zini was a place here, and they would be like the only way to have an all-night club in L.A., and it called it memberships. So you could drink and party till 6 a.m. It was the best. Different pop-ups. They would do it on...
Oh, it wasn't a set club.
No, it was at like Paramount. One time they did Sunset Gower. Zini, Mike. What's up? Mike Sutton. Am I allowed to say his name? Shout out. The best, right? And so...
Inside Hollywood stuff.
And... Dino would be there because he'd always get a table, and he was just like wild sweatsuit dude who was just fun loving and like, have some of my bottle. And he was like, a gregarious guy, and no one knew he was the richest guy in the whole city. Like,
friends today?
I'm not really friends with him, but he was always nice to me. He always, like, anytime there was a bottle and there was like 50 girls, Dino's like, Jamie. He was like, great. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, who's that? He's a Twinkie. He's the heir to the Twinkies, but he has a lot more stuff.
Hostess, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He apparently wants to redo it, so which would be incredible because look how crazy and different it is now, dude.
Yeah.
You remember Maxim? Do you remember Playboy?
But all these
parties don't exist anymore.
Right.
It's fucking sad.
Because there's no magazine.
There's no magazine.
Yeah.
There's a brand, but also, dude, I don't think our generation would have ratted, and there's nothing to rat about. But now, if you go out between the pictures, between the texting, between the DMing, it's like it's some sort of clout, which never was a thing. We just call that looking for attention. Now it's called clout. That wasn't anything. And we'd be like, yo, don't do that. Fucking keep everything on the DL. How would he even do it today? How do you do it today? How do people do it?
That's why it's not going on today.
But it is with the younger generation, but they don't care. They live off of it. They're like, oh, this is...
Can you name where people go out?
No, dude, LA is dead apparently.
Yeah.
I haven't gone out in a long time.
Yeah.
But it's wild. Like, I haven't drank in a while, and it's not because I'm an alcoholic, just because I feel better. I was getting fat a little bit. But I don't know any clubs that are popping. There's like one. There's like Bardo, but I don't go there. I mean...
But you go to sports events at all?
I've gone to the SoFi a few times. It's incredible. And I've gone into nice boxes as a guest of people. So, but like I go to Lakers sometimes. But again, even the championship room, I don't know how it is right now. I don't know if it's as crazy as it was.
Yeah. I go. I try.
How often do you go?
I do. I've never even gone to SoFi. But
really,
you know Sean Avery. I love Sean Avery.
He's the man. He's done my pod.
And he's did. Oh, you did the podcast?
Yeah.
So Sean will tell you. He did this thing on his Instagram. He's going $125 to park a car.
For what?
You at SoFi.
Now? Excuse me. Yeah. Now it is?
Yeah, it's $125. He did his whole thing. I was like, I love the guy. So I did his show and we got along great.
Yeah, well, he's a truther. He calls it out.
Oh, 100%.
By the way, he goes to some great parties, and by the way, he's not scared to shot. He doesn't hold his opinion back at those parties.
No way. He's tough. He's a master in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. But also, he's just an amazing hockey guy that can just one punch through anyone. You know, we're talking about parties here.
Our 6 degrees are really.
Well, you're connected to everybody, but I do pretty well myself. But we are very connected.